I'm not expecting to blow any of your minds here by saying Microsoft has been a very successful company in recent, right? None of you should be surprised by that. I don't think any of you are. I mean, they're the third largest company in the entire world. Over the last 5 years, they've doubled the S&P 500 share price. Over the last 10 years, right? 10x. That's insane, right? So I don't think I'm like super hot take. Wow, Microsoft has been good, right? Wow, everyone looking back, we should have probably bought Microsoft or bought more of it. Maybe you bought a bunch of it, awesome, right? But most people are like, yeah, that might have been a good call. But so, like I said, I don't think that is going to be of any surprise. But the question we need to ask now is, will that continue? What can we look to see if that will continue? Right? So, things that they're in, are they going to keep their dominance in the office? All the business stuff they do. I mean, basically every company in the world uses Word or, Outlook or, Microsoft products in general. They have a huge dominance there. Gaming, is that going to keep doing well? Are they going to take charge of the AI space, right? Will they? We don't know. But we're going to dive into some of those topics today. And I'm not going to get every minute detail. There's not enough time in this video. But so let's look at some of these things. $3 trillion market cap. That's good. Top 3 largest companies in the entire world. P ratio. Let's take a peek at that. 31, 32 for P. So it is a bit high, but I believe the S&P 500 average is about 27-ish right now. So it's not incredibly high either, certainly for a company that should command a premium for just how well they've performed, right? They've just done outstanding. Pay a decent dividend, nothing insane. So let's talk about some of the stuff they do, right? AI. Will they be able to win in AI? I think there's a good chance, right? If you want to bet on any company, Microsoft is not a bad one. Now, are they going to be completely dominant? I doubt it. I think everyone's going to take a decent share of it. Everyone wants in on the action. Amazon, Google, of course, they're worried about getting, if search is replaced by AI, they're really worried about that. So they're going hard into it. Apple's kind of doing their own thing. We don't really know. Of course, Microsoft's also got their fingers in OpenAI. That's a big deal. Very big deal. But they're no stranger to investing in AI, and they look to be one of those at the forefront of it, right? Earnings, they always beat, at least consistently they have as of recent. Let's look at some of the analysts. 26. This is for 1 year share price, but so this is it sounds not super crazy, but they think it'll be in the top 26% of all companies over the next year for share price performance. Not bad. 4-star wide, I agree 100%. They have such good dominance. I mean, usually I try to cover risks in these videos, right? And I'm actually even struggling to come up with risks, outside the normal. It's tech, right? So if the market really goes bad, if there's a recession, the share price is going to fall more than a company that's more stable, or lower, like a bank, unless it specifically hits banks. It's a bank recession or something like that. Or something like a REIT, like Vici. But other than basic risks, right? Like I guess if they lose an AI, but in the entire history of their company over the last, that's not what I wanted to do. Hopefully this didn't mess up the recording. Looks like we're good. I'll continue. The entire history of their company over the last at least decade plus. I mean, going back to 2008, right? 2009. It's just been an absolute tear. I mean, even since 2009, it's more than 10x. Or it's like, trying to do the math on top of my head. It's done phenomenal. It has done phenomenal. I don't know. I like them. I think they'll win in AI. I do. They seem to be at the forefront. They have the money. I mean, so people talk about Amazon, right? How it's like diversified. I feel like Microsoft is like that. They seem to be in so many different businesses. I don't have the image. I'm gonna pull it up today. But Microsoft is just, they're just so good. They're just so good. They're just so dominant in this. They just dominate everything. I mean, like I said, Office and all that. And they can incorporate that AI into just, Microsoft AI for business. I mean, dude, they're just gonna print money. They're just gonna print money, and they already are. I mean, 245 billion in revenue. I mean, most countries don't have that much, right? Total by country, excuse me. So everything below Peru, New Zealand, Iraq, Portugal, Finland are comparable to the revenue that Microsoft does. I did it again. Microsoft does in a quarter, or a year, excuse me. That is insane. Just utter dominance. Utter dominance. Like I said, I'm struggling to even find risks. I mean, I guess if they start failing, right? But I mean, even then, you'd think you'd be able to see it coming, right? Some companies, it's like, like Intel has just crashed and burned over the last 3 or 4 years. Sorry if you like Intel, I do not. But the dominance of all their Office products and stuff, it would take years for them to lose that. Because no one else is really in the space competitively. I mean, Google's tried for a while. But it's just not the same. So, let's look at some more analyst projections. See if there's... Yeah, their PE is almost exactly the same. Sometimes Schwab and Yahoo do it different. So, earnings per share beat. I had someone comment, they were mad at me because they thought this was wrong. It's like, no, blah, 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 beat. No, they didn't actually, because this is earnings per share. Sometimes also estimates are confusing because they go off of analysts and not necessarily what the company said. Bye. I don't know, guys. I like this company. It's Microsoft's going to do well. Will it do as well as it did? It's hard to say that, right? They could. They're gonna make money with the AI stuff. It might take time. It might take a couple years for it to be reflected in earnings and share price, but I'm confident in that. So I like Microsoft a lot. I think they'll keep doing well. I own it personally. You got to make that decision if it's right for you, but I like the stock a lot. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys later.